Hi, my name's Ilma and welcome to my channel. I've been posting Christian blogs for 9 years now, and today I'd like to share 1 Corinthians 10, 6 to 13. And here's the Word of God. Now, these things happened as examples for us, so that we would not crave evil things as they indeed craved them. Do not be idolaters, as some of them were, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and to drink and rose up to play. Nor are we to commit sexual immorality, as some of them did, and 23,000 fell in one day. Nor are we to put the Lord to the test, as some of them did, and were killed by the snakes. Nor grumble, as some of them did, and were killed by the destroyer. Now, these things happened to them as an example, and they were written for our instruction, upon whom the ends of the ages have come. Therefore, let the one who thinks he stands watch out that he does not fall. No temptation has overtaken you except something common to mankind, and God is faithful. So he will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able, but with the temptation will provide a way of escape also, so that you will be able to endure it. 1 Corinthians 10, 6 to 13. And here's my blog. God provides a way out when we are tempted. In this letter of Paul, he cautions the Corinthian believers on learning from the Israelites' evil ways. He told them that they should not lust for the evil things as the Israelites did. Paul enumerates the following evil things that they must not do. First, do not bow down to other gods. As the Israelites did, they got impatient and took other gods to worship. Paul reminds them that this angers God. Next, do not engage in sexual immorality. As the Israelites did, 23,000 fell in one day. Next, he said, do not put the Lord to the test, as the Israelites did and were killed by snakes. And do not grumble, as the Israelites did, and they were destroyed. The reason why Paul is reproving the Corinthian believers and using the Israelites as an example is so that they will learn of the consequences of what craving for evil things will do to them. He reminds them that the things that the Israelites suffered from are lessons that every believer needs to learn from. In verse 12 to 13, he wants those who think they are proud or they will fall. He also reassures the believers that no matter what suffering or adversities they face, they let not to lose hope, for God will provide a way out for all those who belong to him, in a way for them to endure and thus grow their faith. It is a way for them to endure, to grow their faith. Hopelessness and desperation is not something that God's people engage in. A believer places their trust in the Lord. So, why do you think a lot of people, some people, feel hopelessness when there's temptations that come? I think one of the reasons why they engage in hopelessness and despair is because they didn't know the Lord. They didn't know his promises. They didn't have a relationship with him. They didn't understand that he is the source of everything. Even solutions to problems, he is the source. And I can speak for myself because there were dark times of my life that I just did things that were not pleasing to God. So when I was engaging in these cravings to satisfy my flesh, I had to be able to face the consequences of the things that I did. And it took me a while. I think that's one of the ways that the enemy has misled me, is to think that I know things, I understand things, when really I don't know anything at all. So when I became born again, that desperation and hopelessness started dissipating as soon as I started to trust the Lord, as soon as I started to learn to endure and stop grumbling, because grumbling is one of the things that I usually do. And at the time that I was an unsaved person, I have accepted the Lord since I was 7 years old, but I was misled to other false religions. So you must imagine how confusing that is, and how deceptive my ways were, because I wasn't walking in truth. So I encourage you that if you're undergoing something today, this is a very reassuring passage in the Bible, when Paul was saying that when you're going through temptation, do not be desperate, do not be hopeless, because some other people are experiencing the same thing, and it is a way of trusting God more instead of being desperate, by thinking that He is in control and God knows everything, and that He won't allow you to experience something that you cannot handle. So, and He always provides a way out. So if you focus on how hard the situation is, it will be, because without God, everything is hard. So I encourage you to lean on Him, and do not rely on your ways, on your understanding, because we are nothing without God. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ilma'S.com for artwork, photographs, and a copy of this blog. And I hope you subscribe to my channel on YouTube, so I could make more videos for the Lord. Please subscribe to my channel if you can. And I hope that you will have strength to face, and courage that comes from knowing God, and that comes from leaning on His promises that He will never forsake us. Thanks for watching again.